lied to you about European history.
What?
Europe was drowning in filth, disease, and ignorance until African Muslims saved them. Europe was in the Dark Ages. Literally, no sanitation, no education, no medicine. Then the Moors came. These black Muslim scholars from North Africa brought science, math, medicine, engineering, and even the concept of bathing. That's right, they had to teach Europeans how to wash themselves. The Moors ruled Spain for 700 years, building universities, libraries, and surgical centers while Europeans were still living in filth. But after they were kicked out, Europe stole their knowledge and erased them from history. The Moors didn't just visit, they built modern Europe, and they don't want you to know it. Why do you think they erased this from history? Why do you think they erased this from history? Why do you think they erased this from history? Why do you think they erased this from history? Why do you think they erased this from history? Why do you think they erased this from history?
Did you know that Jaylen Brown turned down a job at NASA and later that year was in the NBA Finals? And I'm not joking when I say he might have the best resume in the NBA. He won Mr. Georgia in high school while being on the varsity chess team. He took graduate level courses and learned multiple languages all at once. He chose Cal over Kentucky because the academics were better. And when it came time to the draft, teams didn't want to draft Jaylen because he was too smart. And since being drafted, he became the youngest VP in the NBA PA, was granted a fellowship at MIT, and was the youngest person to ever have a lecture at Harvard. Then in 2021, NASA came knocking and offered Jaylen a job, which he politely declined. That next year, he made the finals, and in 2023, he signed the largest contract in NBA history at the time. And while he was negotiating that contract with the Celtics, he was teaching a robotics class at MIT. Now he's won an NBA finals MVP, and is one of the best players in the whole league. And just to rub it in even more, this guy plays guitar and piano.
John chapter 14 verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you.
But when Spain regained power in 1492, they tried to erase the Moors from history. They burned books, destroyed mosques, and forced conversions. Why do you think they erased this from history?
Holy shit. He said what?
There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
Wake up!
Wake up! What? Wake up! Wake up! Come on, come on.
Wake up!
Please.